Hi there, Richard Wonenbach, aka Soho52, event photographer. I thought I'd say that for a change. So, back in the garden, still playing around with sound. I'm obsessed with this sound thing. Now, I've heard and read in several places, your picture can be as ropey as you like, but if you haven't got your sound right, people are going to switch off. So that's why I am obsessing over sound. So now for a proper test. So here was the original mic I bought, the little Rode, mini mic. This is about £50, and actually this has proved to be very, very good actually. And it comes with this little wind jamming fluffy. Actually on this camera body, if you set the sound up properly, it's actually a very, very, very good mic. I then went crazy last week and I bought this. It seems like every vlogger and everyone recommends that you should have one of these Video Mic Pros. It's all very exciting. It's what's known as active as opposed to this one which is passive. This one is powered from the device you've got it plugged into the camera. Whereas this one takes a 9-volt battery inside here, battery covers there, and you switch it on at the back here, and it's also got plus and minus decibel correction there, and it's also got a as well as the on-off, it's got a filter. There you go. But I wasn't satisfied with that, so I phoned up my mate John, and he very kindly lent me his Sennheiser EW100 wireless lav microphone setup. Anyway, before I could get a chance of that, I was so excited. I was on eBay, and this is the G1 series, which was then replaced by the G2, and the current version is the G3, by the way. They're all backwards compatible. But I was so excited, I saw a G3 set on eBay to buy, and I clicked bid, and the next thing I knew, I bought it. So thanks for that, John. I'm not going to test that. Because I've got the latest G3 here, and this is what you're listening to me talking on at the moment. And in case you're not familiar, this is a transmitter, and there's a similar looking device called a receiver that's attached to the camera over there, and it's wirelessly transmitting from here to there. Professional piece of equipment. This sort of thing is used in stage productions, music singers and stuff like that. If you ever see people doing handheld mics, rather than using this lav, they're using the handheld mic and transmitting to the receiver. Great piece of equipment, also I believe, but we're going to find out in this test now. So essentially the way the lav mic works is you've got a little lapel microphone that's plugged on here, and I'm probably annoying everyone now by tapping on it. And then it's on a long cable, plugs into here. Very clever actually, it's got a little screw thread knoll on there, so this won't actually come off. And there's a little clip on the back here, and it just clips onto the back of your jeans, or your belt buckle, or the back of your dress, or whatever it might be. Anyway, back to our video test. So I'm back to using the Nikon D500 that I've used every time I've shot these videos. But I've gone back to the 1635 f4 nano-crystalled wide-angle lens, and I'm sitting close to the lens because I found that was actually an easy focal length to deal with. To me, it actually appears to be sharper as well. So we've heard what the lav mic can do. Let's find out what the other microphones can do, shall we? Okay, so now you're listening to the Rode Video Mic Pro. This microphone costs a whacking £170, which actually, I'm a cameraman, I'm not used to spending that sort of money. But this seems to be the one that everyone thinks is a good microphone to go for. I've actually got it on the bypass filter at the moment, and I've also set it to plus 20 dB, having not changed the audio record settings in the camera. It is mounted onto the top of the camera, so it's a much neater sort of unit, as opposed to the lav mic, which obviously is radioed. I could have moved around and still got great sound from it. The camera needs to actually be pointing at me. In this instance, I'm only actually sitting about a meter and a half away from the lens, so it should be relatively clear. But it'll certainly be interesting to find out what the ambient sound is like. Quite a windy day today. I keep hearing the wind moving through the trees, rustling everything. So it'll be interesting to hear what that's like in comparison. So having had a listen through the Rode VideoMic Pro, let's have a listen to just this little old £50 Video Micro and see what that's like. Now I am going to have to adjust the volume controls, volume settings to accommodate this one, but let's see how it does. So here it is in action, the Video Micro. Good little microphone, comes with the Windjammer on it. What I would say is in camera, I've had to set the manual volume control gain up to more than double. So with the other two devices, I had it set down at about 7. With this, I've set it on this particular camera at 15, just to get those peaking levels where they need to be. But we'll find out when we get to the editing stage what they all really sound like. Anyway, there goes my video test. I'm going to take it all inside now and edit this up, and you'll be hearing the results very shortly. So this is Soho 52, always in my back garden. Doesn't sound right. No, not right at all. So anyway, I've been driven to make this video by my friend Craig, who has basically my only super fan, except maybe Daniel. Anyway, Craig said he wanted to see me of doing nothing in particular, and if possible some product reviews. So having bought all these microphones, I figured why not do a product review just for Craig. So Craig, this video was made specially for you. I hope you appreciate it, because frankly I don't really care. I'm just looking for a microphone that works really well. It's got good sound. I barely have the time for any of this. Anyway, Craig, hope you enjoy, mate.